Okay.
Welcome to the Moo Shu
Okay.
Talk Show. My name is Esmond.
I'm Garrett.
And I'm Jonathan.
And welcome.
Welcome.
So, Garrett, you were saying something about earlier that about PS4 and PS5, how they were different. I guess you got the topic already.
No, there's no. I didn't forget about shit. It's just the way you went about it. It's like, wait, what? There's literally been no reference to PS4 or PS5 in any conversation except for like 4 days ago.
It's kind of like when a teacher's like in math classes, like, "Hey, you come up to the board and like write this." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Caught me off guard.
Yeah, there's like no context to that. All right.
Okay.
Sorry, what was the question? Or what the hell
the
were we
differences
talking
between
about?
the differences between the PS4 and PS5.
Oh. Okay.
I don't even know.
Well, one
find
looks
out.
like a modem.
Does it look like a modem?
Yeah, PS5 looks like a modem.
Let's find out.
It
And an
looks
Xbox?
like an Oreo.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it doesn't matter the design. Like, you're just playing games on it, right? Like, I don't give a shit what it looks like. If it looks bad, I'll like hide it behind my TV. You know. Worst case. Like, I have an NVIDIA Shield that looks like a tube that I hide behind.
Well,
my
apparently
TV.
you can actually customize it. You can change the skin of the outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so it gives third parties more ways to start selling.
Oh, Sony's allowing third parties to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
8K resolutions.
So what you're saying is they're just looking for more microtransactions.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's basically it.
And Xbox,
Right?
I'm sure they're licensed by Sony. They're OEMs from Sony, right? So it says, so it says HDMI 2.1 instead of 2.0. So it allows for 8, so that would allow for higher frame rates in 8K. I think HDMI supports variable refresh rates as well.
Okay.
So like a FreeSync or G-Sync from NVIDIA or AMD or whatever.
Yep.
It will in real time. It determines what your FPS is, and it'll transform your it'll keep your FPS close to like the amount of hertz going through your monitor, so it'll appear smooth no matter what the frame rate is, and you don't have to lock it at like 60 or something. That's why they lock it at 60, so that it's like this is 60, that's 60. It's perfect.
Right.
But it's low. But it's hard to know what your max is, right? Like, it's hard to set like a number of like what you just make 60 higher to.
Interesting. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that.
It could be a multiple. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I had a thought, but I can't remember what I was thinking. I had a question about the PS5. So when they say you can change up the design of it, is it just basically putting a sticker on it the whole time?
It's like a skin, right? Or is it a vinyl?
Or is it detachable pieces that can physically, like it has a core piece that's everything in it, and then detachable pieces that can change up the actual look of it? Or is it just literally hey, here's a sticker, put it on?
Looks like it's just a sticker. Yeah, I believe it's just a sticker. Here, I'll send you a site that I like this brand actually. I didn't know they made this shit. Or can I send you things through Zoom? Does it work that way or no? Oh, there's actually a chat.
Is there a chat in Zoom?
Yeah, there is. I don't know.
There is a chat. Yeah.
Yeah, there on the top, there's 4 buttons. One of them's chat. So it doesn't look like it's. It makes sense for it to have some sort of like. Why is Skype hated and this is so big? It's literally the same thing.
No, Skype you can't have 3-person conference call.
Really?
Yeah, you can't.
Wow.
Unless you pay money for it.
Oh, that's a deal breaker. Wow.
No, you can.
Can you like that?
Yeah, that's literally how uh,
Uh, yeah,
all of us talked back in the day.
yeah, I thought you could.
Yeah,
I
Esmond,
feel
that's
like it.
literally how me, you, and Garrett talked consistently through playing StarCraft 2.
Do
Did
you
we?
Skype? Oh yeah, shit. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
we did.
But I won't lie, these stickers look pretty slick. Like I
Oh,
sent
yeah?
this on Discord, but yeah, it looks pretty slick. I don't know. Well, I don't know what it looked like stock, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It actually looks pretty nice stocked, I think. You know? Um,
I'm okay with that. It's fine to me.
yeah, I wouldn't, each to their own, maybe, but I wouldn't feel the need to have to buy a sticker.
No, I don't think so. I think it's a little futuristic, but whatever. It's just a
But
stylistic choice. Like I'm really buying a
yeah, of
computer
course.
that I can play games on my TV. Like I'm not. It's not like going to be a centerpiece, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
turn
yeah.
on your TV and PS5 is there, like that's the centerpiece, is your TV, not this big device. And the
Right.
controller looks alright. The controller looks like something Astro makes, that company Astro.
But the funny thing is, they already are creating these skins that comes out for it right now. But PS4, PS5, Sony said that this is what it looks like right now, but they have the right to change anything at any time. So there's no point of making these skins available right now or purchasing any of these skins until the actual
Yeah.
official product releases.
Yeah, it's like buying a Kickstarter or something.
Yeah, so
But
you
why
just
would they do that?
really pretty much paying them for actually coming up with something
It's
that's not
because
actually
they
there.
know what's going to happen,
But like,
right?
yeah, that's what I assume. They must know something we don't know. Like, I
Well,
don't know. Like, maybe they're relying on the fact that people will just assume that it's going to be that way because companies are already making skins for it, so they'll buy a skin. And the companies may not even know if that's the final design.
well, it's kind of like the PS4. The PS4 first launch wasn't, they made another launch after the original first PS4 came out, right?
The Pro, right?
Yeah, it's because they
Yeah,
had so many problems with the first one, right? So,
yeah.
you know, I'm thinking I'm not saying the first PS5 that comes out is going to have problems, although I kind of assume it will
Well, it
because
probably will. Yeah.
it seems like something they like to do just so they can, make an update for the fun of it, just to make it
it,
seem like they're doing shit.
yeah, it's like they do it for hype or something. Like they do it for publicity.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, because
Well, sometimes companies fail though. Sometimes companies just fuck up.
that is true. I'm not saying they can't fuck up, but it's almost like when they do fuck up, it almost like allows them free promotion because of all the talk that's going to then go about, hey, it's not working properly. Oh, there's this, there's that, and this. Oh, they want to fix it. And then it's going to be like,
Mm.
okay, now they fixed it. Here's what they fixed. Let's talk about what they fixed. Is it better now?
Yeah,
So it's almost like creating, uh,
a news cycle.
yes,
It's like
you know,
inflating a news cycle.
100%.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's like the whole talk will be about how the PS5 is supposed to be this, that, and the other, and now it's not. And then the new talk, once that's fixed, is going to be like, well, this is what they fixed. This is how it's working now.
Well, hey, do you think things like flops like that? Do you think like what's his name, Todd Howard from Bethesda, like the big fuck up about Fallout? Was it Fallout 76? There's a big fuck
Fallout.
up. Like, or when they released or when the Blizzard people released Diablo on mobile,
Yep.
like everyone was expecting Diablo, either Diablo 4 or a remake of Diablo 2. It was
Right.
like the only acceptable answers, and they were so arrogant about it too. They're like, "Do you guys not have phones?" And it was like, this has been like a loyal PC Master Race fan base you've had for literally a decade, and you come out with a fucking mobile phone game. They completely just miss, like, just drop the ball.
Right.
But if you're talking about Fallout, like as you were saying earlier, they kind of messed up on the online part. It was actually two parts. It was for the Fallout 4, but it was such a big file that they actually had to sell separately, or they thought of doing that separately. Yeah,
I guess so. It's not only
because
their
of
move; it's like
money,
how you.
another money maker kind of thing, another game that they released.
I guess.
Yeah,
I'm in Fallout 76 more.
I think so. I think
Like
the
there's the
76. I think so.
subscription base as well.
Yeah.
They
Then
had
some.
like the nerve to charge people money for that shit. It's like hundred
Yeah.
Oh,
dollars a
did
year.
they?
It was like
and
$100 a year for this like Fallout crap.
and apparently a group of people actually uh nuked. They submitted. I think they launched 4 nukes and they broke the whole entire server.
I heard that during testing. I thought it's hilarious.
They
They literally nuked the server.
nuked it with 4 nukes.
I mean, that's pretty weak though. I mean, if 4 nuclear bombs worth of pixels or like whatever processing was enough to destroy the server or
Yeah,
take
that's
down the server. It's
yeah, that seems kind of odd.
like that's it.
Although,
All
look,
it took.
it happened with GTA. When GTA became free on Epic Games, people literally crashed the server due to the amount of people who came onto it.
Yeah, but that's like server volume. That's like more understandable than like just 4 nukes. It's how much detail is in the explosion animation? Like like how heavy is it that could actually put down the server?
I always wonder, can you mod online too? On GTA
What if you-
Online? Like if you
Yeah,
Probably
it's literally the only reason people play it.
no. You can mod your online experience. Isn't that like super unbalanced?
yeah,
Like what the fuck?
Well, I
literally
think
balance.
I think they do it with private servers.
Oh, with
Uh,
private servers, yeah, but like on the public, maybe there's like a list of mods that are okay. Like a lot of games I run on PC, I run texture mods, like for like higher resolutions
Yeah.
or I have one that removes like there's a cutscene that plays when I load up the game, and I can't skip it, so like I modded that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
I'm gonna say probably. Like, only reason I say that is because, like, for example, uh, when I when I played Skyrim on the PS3, and then got Skyrim again for the PS4,
Hmm.
one thing you can actually do in game at the start menu is mod the game a little bit. There's like it's like a community based mod.
Oh yeah. I remember Bethesda did that. Yeah, that was
So
cool.
I would say maybe it's possible.
Okay, I think that's
Uh,
what kept Skyrim alive. Is the modding.
100%.
Or a lot of Bethesda games are famous for modding because they're like it's such like a broad open world. There's just so much you can mod.
Yeah, and there's just so much they could have added.
I
Like,
know they left a lot out. Like I had hardness things for the Mojave Desert, the New Vegas one.
Yep.
Like I had to like have a tent and like water, and I got to like manage my ammo. So it felt more like like I was in a nuclear wasteland, you know?
yeah.
Or like in Skyrim, I had
John, you actually played
the
Fallout?
No, I've never played Fallout.
but you know of it, right? Like you
Yeah,
know
I know.
enough to.
To be honest with you, I didn't know about what Fallout was about until I started to play Skyrim. To be
Oh.
honest with you. Yeah,
It's literally the same thing with a different skin.
right.
It's the same game with it like that. They just changed like the animations and textures,
Yeah,
basically. That was like the Bethesda way. They just like make the textures a little bit better, like make a few fixes, release a new game. Like between Morrowind and Oblivion, like what was the difference? Like not a whole hell of a lot.
I never actually played Oblivion.
No, neither did I. I never played games when I was a kid.
Um, like it wasn't. It was honestly Esmond who got me into Skyrim. Because I remember being at Esmond's house like during high school, and that's what he used to talk about all the time when it was coming out.
Okay.
Yeah. And then once he got it, I played at his house, and then I was sold at that point.
Okay, it's pretty fun. But
But
you
the
kind of need
online,
to.
but the online was shit, man.
There's online.
Yeah, John and I actually purchased the online game for Skyrim.
Really?
I freaking we played it, but it wasn't the same as uh the Skyrim game original the Skyrim game, the official one, was not the same. It was so different by in so many ways. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but I
see.
think at the same time, it, it was new. I think a lot of people currently still play that. Just because I think it went through a bunch of updates, but I do remember spending a fair bit to play that, and I was quite disappointed.
But the thing is, you actually didn't pay. Your credit card didn't go through, and so.
Yes, it did. Yeah, I got a horse.
What? Oh wow.
So no, for some reason, something happened that John couldn't play anymore.
Oh. Oh wow. Hey,
No,
NBA. Oh, no, go ahead, sir.
I was just gonna say, I think I just stopped playing, Esmond.
Oh, okay.
To be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there was just better games out there.
True.
I could be
Well,
wrong.
there are better games out there. I
Yeah,
think
there are.
it's a good game, but I don't know. Yeah, there are better games out there.
Like
It's FIFA 2020.
personally, for the amount of money I spent, I would have rather taken all that money and gotten myself, like 5 months or 6 months worth of World of Warcraft subscription.
World of Warcraft is a good game.
Right, and I would have enjoyed that significantly a lot more than spending it on Skyrim. I think real one of my biggest thoughts on it though was the fact that I realistically didn't play it enough of it to really fully get a grasp of the actual. It's like so in some ways to me it's kind of like RuneScape, where if you don't look into the game, you're gonna miss out on so much content that you're just going to assume the game is terrible.
Sorry, what game were we talking about?
Wait, you talking about RuneScape? Yeah, I see what you mean.
Right? The differences between like not like as like I was saying, Esmond, is that I don't think we played Skyrim online enough to see what kind of content the game really had, right? To really allow us to get a good like idea of what the game's actually about.
That might be
I
true.
played
Maybe.
far enough of the game to understand, but it just wasn't. It, yeah, it wasn't as
I
good
mean,
as
the
as I
game
thought.
wasn't that good. Yeah,
No,
I mean, it's been like unanimous sort of.
yeah.
It's probably better now. Now that there's it's been multiple years.
Did they even keep it up? Is it even still running?
Probably. I think it still is. I watch videos, not on the game, but there's a gentleman who I occasionally, once in a while, will watch. And his name is Asmongold.
Speedrunner. Yeah, speedrunner, right?
No, he's not. I don't think he's a speedrunner, but
Yeah,
he
he
does.
is.
Oh, is he really?
I think he was. He was on Games Done Quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he does like Dark Souls stuff, doesn't he?
Oh, okay. Well, I normally watch him for his World of Warcraft content,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, he watched a video about uh, EOS and RuneScape and other stuff to get an idea of why people actually play those games.
Hmm.
Now, it sounds like there's still a community.
Okay, cool. But he did Dark Souls 3 speedrun. I think he's done some Super Mario stuff or or a GoldenEye or something like that. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Would you get back into World of Warcraft, Garrett or John?
Yeah, I'd get back into that, but only if I played with somebody.
I would literally get back into that actually. Not gonna lie.
Oh, World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft is pretty cool.
The only thing is though, like one argument I actually heard about through this guy, Asmongold, or however you pronounce his name properly. He was watching a video about why people in today's society still play the game RuneScape, right? Because for us, that's a game we played in like grade 6, grade 7 together,
Yeah.
right? And this guy had a whole 10-minute video about why you should, and he kind of agreed with a lot of it, about how he was saying one thing about how in RuneScape the content is the reward, as opposed to World of Warcraft used to have that, where the content was the reward, but now there's no reward for the content. It's kind of just, go find 30 items, make sure you got 30, bring it back to the guy, you get your quest points, you might get an
Yeah,
item, and that's it.
yeah, it can't feel like grinding, right?
So that was one thing he talked about, how World of Warcraft used to be about, the grind for the content, because the content was the reward. But nowadays, there's no reward for doing the content, right?
I see. Okay, yeah.
Like, as opposed to RuneScape, you have to complete certain content to be able to do certain things, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But I just didn't like the paywall. But I understand why. I just like as a gamer I didn't like it. But yeah, content is the reward when you unlock things, you do quests for different things.
yeah,
Like they experience something, not just like, oh, I got some points to like. And like when I level up or something, like I'm first doing a game, you just get the points, but it's still sort of a reward because you can upgrade your shit, and then eventually you upgrade all your shit,
yeah,
and then like like why keep playing now?
yeah.
I guess right.
Well, apparently it's $14, $20. I'm not too sure if that's USD or
For what?
for the monthly subscription.
$20, really?
That's gone up.
Yes.
Definitely,
Yes, it
Has
has.
it really
considerably.
gone up?
Yeah, 100%. It was like $10 back in the day. Like, do you guys remember Josh Hesse?
Yeah.
I shared an account with him and Kyle
Oh, really?
for you. Yeah,
Oh,
and,
okay.
and we had set days that we were allowed to play on, and that was our um a regular time slot. And yeah, Josh used to pay for it, and I used to pay him in Slurpees.
In Slurpee.
Well, you just
Yeah,
like go to the convenience store and get like a.
yeah. I went to Mac's convenience store, and as my contribution to the payment, I bought him Slurpees.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
That's funny. Okay.
And it
Sure.
worked. And it worked. He didn't care.
It worked.
But I didn't have to pay the monthly subscription fee. So
Okay, so he still covered it. You were cool
Yeah.
with him. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's all right.
And that's that was years ago. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, did you talk to him after we graduated?
No, not once. Not once.
Neither did I.
Well, he moved back to Sutton.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Wherever the hell that is.
Yeah, it's even further than I am now.
So I remember
Right.
going to his house though.
I remember, yeah, on what was it like? What's that area even? There's like a vacuum store there.
Yes.
It's like a big house. Yeah, I forget. Like I know where it is, but I can't explain it.
Yeah. No, me neither.
Like it's like this like hidden area. And it feels like they like thought maybe they'd make a road there, and then they just didn't.
Yeah. Essentially, it's kind of
They
like they
built-
forgot they built a house, and they're like, "Oh fuck, we put a house there." Do we got any
Yeah.
more materials? No.
No.
All right.
All right.
Just put
Call
gravel then.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But it's like a cool house. A lot of people live in that house. It's like a
Yeah.
big shared house.
Yeah. When I first went there, I was like, "Holy shit, this guy's living large," you know. And then I got in it, and it was like 7 different houses in it. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Christian B.A. lived right next to that. I went to his house once. I don't remember why. I forget why I went to go see. I went to go to Christian B.A.'s house once.
Interesting. I remember him being down that street.
Yeah.
Yeah. fuck, I haven't seen him either.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure they're well.
Sensitive
He's
news.
probably like a historian or some shit now.
Is this sensitive though, Esmond?
What's sensitive?
I don't know. I've been saying this is sensitive information. Like
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it's just the fact we know these people. Like, I wouldn't say anything that I wouldn't say to a stranger if I met them in a conversation.
yeah.
Really, not really.
Not only that, it's almost like if you're considering this sensitive information, well then it's almost like, well, fuck, we can't say anyone's name ever.
Well, I guess we should, if we're gonna say someone's name, that's fine. But like, we shouldn't say anything. If we mention a person specifically, we should like be careful not to say anything rude or bad.
Oh, of course.
I guess like that's fair. I guess. But then like maybe we could make it a rule not to use full names just in case we say something bad. Not bad, but like maybe we remember like an embarrassing memory or you know. Oh, you've upgraded the thing. Oh boy.
We're now professionals.
We have an unlimited amount of time, which doesn't really matter because our podcast is only about 40 minutes.
Yeah, 100%.
But I guess it's good. Now we have leeway to mess
True.
up. We don't have to keep like resetting it.
Yes.
That's
Not only
funny.
that, I will say, you're not cutting out in any regard, so it's
Yeah, the audio is pretty good.
yeah, the audio's nice. It's
So wait, what happened? We didn't upgrade it?
but we lost Desmond.
Did was that not you?
No, I'm still here.
What the fuck? Oh, I thought you were the one who upgraded it.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
it just
upgrade
upgraded.
It just
Yes,
automatically upgraded.
It did us a favor. So, like we know there's a coronavirus. Just like have free Zoom.
Yeah.
Like thanks.
It's almost like saying, we know it got fucked up multiple times due to no fault of your own. So as a sorry,
Please take this.
yeah, please take this
As a
as a
token
gratitude.
of. Yeah.
It's almost like saying, "Fuck you, Discord. Zoom is better."
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. Well, they should. I mean, if they give it for free for just the coronavirus, like they're gonna make their money back. I think.
Oh, 100%.
I think it's a wise choice.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, it's so widely used now. Everyone's using Zoom.
Like why? Like I thought Skype was basically the same. I'm pretty sure you can't have multiple people.
I know you can't. I know that for 100% fact.
Like yeah, I'm like pretty sure. Like that would be kind of useless if you couldn't, right?
That's
Like why would anyone even bother?
That's literally how all of us communicated through playing. Well, I never really played League of Legends. I played it maybe a few times, or like a handful of times. But that's literally how we all communicated. With the group of guys like Kyle, Ken.
Yeah, I guess so.
They all communicated that way.
So if you were to buy that guy Slurpees, I forgot his name. Yeah, that guy Slurpee. What did Kyle have to buy for him?
I don't remember.
Kyle also had to buy something for him. You
I
buy
know-
the Slurpee, you buy a piece of pizza.
I don't know when it.
So every day he just comes to school and like he just gets free Slurpee and piece of pizza. Doesn't
Well, it
have to
wasn't
worry
every
about
day,
lunch. He
no.
just walks in and like here you go.
No, I didn't.
No, wait,
buy
it wouldn't be every day. It wouldn't be every day for the value.
Are you
Yeah,
nuts? Yeah, no, 100%.
of course not. Once a week. Once a week.
No, fucking once a month, buddy. What are you, nuts?
It's a $10. Oh, it's $10 a month.
Yeah, it was like
Okay,
$10 a month.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, once a month, I guess.
There's no way this guy is paying it weekly. $40 a week. I want to know what he's doing.
Yeah, I miss math there.
Like,
Never do math on stream. Never do math on stream. That's like a rule.
well, unless you're good at math.
I'm
it's
okay at math. I just fucked
14
up just there.
So pretty much $15. I'm not too sure it's USD dollars or anything like that for a subscription.
Wait,
Monthly
so
subscription.
is it $15 or $20? Because $5 a month is a big difference.
I never said 20. I said 14.99. So I rounded up to 15.
Right, but beforehand you said 20.
I never said 20.
100% you said 20. Almost with a passion.
Garrett, what did you hear?
The first time, not the second. The second time, you said another number. The first time was 20. Big 2-0.
Pretty sure I did not say 20. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Right now it's 14.99.
Right. That's, I don't know, unless you seriously play the game, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I don't think any game you pay for on a monthly basis is worth it unless you actually pay for it. I actually like play it.
Well, you do have to actually play it, yeah.
If you're not playing it, then you're just giving them money.
That's what pretty much that's what they want.
Yeah.
You need to give them money. Really, you
But
are
sometimes-
giving them money.
But sometimes I hate that. I would rather not pay for 1 month. I'd rather like from like this date to this date. If they're just giving me 30, I don't know. It like say like amount of hours played or something.
Yeah, that'd be a cool concept.
Or like yeah, so it gives me a little bit more like I don't feel like I have to rush and do all these fucking because it makes you burn out. Because you're like, oh my god, I have 30 days. Like I paid money, I have to fucking do all the quests and like talk to all the NPCs, do all the whatever, and then you burn out.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Or I think so, unless it's like very well executed. But it's hard to make that like continuously fun on a level that would be profitable.
Well, the thing with World of Warcraft is that there's just so much content that's been made with it that it's almost like.
Well, I think also because now there's such a huge community. Like some people just go on to just talk to their friends.
Yeah, I know.
They have a cool avatar or whatever. Like they sometimes go on raids or whatever, but they just talk. It's like a cool chat room.
There's a new expansion coming up for them apparently. Just saying.
And well, at least it's good. They're using the money to like do actually something, right? Like make DLC content, make I don't know, whatever, something.
Well, that game's going to survive for forever. And it's going to be a game that's just, it's been around. It's probably one of the longest standing games that still has a massive community out of any
It's an
game.
iconic game. It's so iconic.
Yeah,
It has a huge community. It has Red Shirt Guy. It had a South Park episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's famous.
Red Shirt Guy is the best.
Those are the best questions. He's like, so I noticed the climate of the Earth is like suggesting there's a southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sure. There's a DLC about that planned sometime. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. He literally throws off the developers like so much with just a simple question. And it's just like,
So they didn't even think about that. He's thinking of it like a real world. He's like, well, if it snows there and it's hot here, then there must be a South Pole.
yeah, 100%.
It's like very obvious when he says it. You're like, yeah, of course
Yeah.
it should be.
He even has an NPC in the game.
Does he? So
Yeah.
They gave him like a. That's cool.
Yeah, he's an information NPC.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's like a nice.
Well, because he shows up like every time with a new question,
I know. I mean, they owe him a lot.
right? Like he literally tells them about the lore they've created and finds flaws in their own lore. It's like, there was this guy and this guy, and he did this, but when you go to this kingdom and into this inn, it says this, that, and the other. But I thought his name was this. So what happened?
And the developers are like, wow. Because sometimes developers are lazy. They could reuse textures or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just brilliant.
He's keeping them honest.
Yeah.
He's keeping them on their toes.
Which is good. It's
Yeah,
nice
that is good.
to see. Well, I was just saying, it's nice to see a community that is so into a game that they're able to care enough to find flaws.
Yeah, they're like willing to do it even.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should pay these people money.
people do. Not me, of course, but some people
Like,
do.
here's one thing.
Someone that's not me.
I don't know if any game does this. There's World of Warcraft probably does it. There's probably others. But one thing I've personally never seen in a video game that I like about RuneScape is they have community voting. Where,
No, other games I'm sure do.
yeah, but I mean like in-game voting that actually impacts the game in the sense of like, oh, we want your consensus on it. But this is like, no, if more people vote on this one item, we're going to implement that. So it's like the game
Well, I read it was rigged.
probably.
I read somewhere it was rigged. Don't take my word on that. I saw that. Like I can't verify that, but
No,
I heard
it's probably,
somewhere.
Didn't you?
They like they already made something, and they're like, "Hey, do you guys want this or that?" And they're like,
Isn't that
"Oh,
the
you
same
wanted
thing
this?
as
Great.
Guild
Here
War?
you go."
oh yeah, I remember Guild Wars, Desmond.
Yeah.
Guild Wars 2.
Yeah.
It looked
That
pretty
was
good,
a
actually.
that was a fun.
I didn't have money at the time you guys played.
It's literally a one-time buy game, and apparently it's and it was a phenomenal game.
I heard it's pretty good. Yeah.
It is. I played with Esmond for quite a long time, and I wanted Esmond to get back into it because I still played a lot at that time. But it was it's a phenomenal game.
Is the server still up?
And I think there's Guild Wars 3.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I think. Don't quote me on that though.
But there's so much to do in that game. It's like you gotta go here to find here and go here to go do that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, they have to. It's hard for a developer to create fun. That's their job. To like make it fun.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
shit.
a job description. Just make the game fun. And they're like, shit, like this. How do you quantify fun?
I don't know, because fun is subjective, right?
Yeah.
Like, some people play World of Warcraft because they like the style. Some people play League of Legends because they like that style, right? I could never get into League of Legends. It was never really my thing.
But you did
But
try it. You did try it.
You tried it. So that's cool. You tried it.
Like
Jared, I
if
think
I would,
you tried it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I played it for a while. My Heimerdinger was sick. I was dope with Heimerdinger. Like I would like grenade you and then like fast alt rocket you while you were stunned. You're dead.
Do you still play it or no?
No, I haven't played in like years, but I used to like Dominion. Because I was like, it's easier to find 2 other people that are okay than 4 other people that are okay.
yeah,
And,
Right.
like I don't want to be trapped in a 40-minute game with some fucking trolls or like people who are flaming me or whatever, right?
I would play League of Legends again.
But it sucks when like some guys like being a dick, and like you just still have to play with him, like another like 25 minutes. So you have to
John,
just
would you
sit
play
there.
League of Legends
I hate that.
again?
probably not.
Yeah.
I'd play 3-man again. I'd play 3-man Dominion. That was actually pretty fun, I think. Where you go take the zones. I like that actually.
Oh, I bet there's so many new characters there.
Yeah, I know. That's one
Yeah.
reason I'm intimidated to get back into it because like I would have to spend like 20 hours learning about new shit.
New
I
characters.
saw a new character today, actually, on Instagram. They're promoting a new character, and this guy has like
Yeah.
two tires as like shields with spikes on them, and he can like curl up and roll around and like throw the tire at you and this and that and the other, and
I swear that's already a guy. Isn't there a jungler who can do that already?
probably they have like
I forget his
thousands of
name.
characters.
I know. Yeah. I think like quantity is not the answer. They need like, good characters. And,
Yeah.
like Street Fighter has fucking like 10 characters and like they're all good. Well, okay, some are better than others, I guess, but whatever. There's a few characters. I feel like 1,000 characters just adds to like the more characters you add with different abilities. Like also, there are not that many abilities. There's melee, ranged, and I guess magic, maybe. Whatever. Like, how many different fighting styles are there?
Well, the problem is like with any game that has that many people, it's physically impossible to balance every character. You
Yeah.
know?
But I guess like in high level play they have bans, right? So like they see the characters you want, they like ban certain characters, they do trades and whatever. I never participated in that, but I've seen on YouTube.
Oh yeah, those are for the ranks ones, man.
Yeah, for ranked, like, but they actually do that, like process of elimination, and they're like, okay, we're gonna ban Cassidin. Okay, now we're gonna ban Teemo. He's fucking Teemo is annoying.
Oh yeah, so they would ban the characters that everyone knows how to play, and they're like really fucking dicks at
Well,
it.
Cassidin was fucking OP as shit. He'd do that void walk thing and like what like pentakill everyone, and then I don't know. People considered him OP, so they banned Cassidin a lot. From what I've gained from the YouTube.
Right. I don't even remember. I played Scarecrow and
Yeah, Fiddlesticks. I remember. Yeah.
yeah, Fiddlesticks.
I didn't like jungling, but I liked Fiddlesticks as a character. I liked this kit.
Yeah, yeah, I liked them a lot. And I forget the other guy I played with. It was the guy who rode who flew the airplane.
I know that
Teemo,
guy.
I
Yeah.
think it was Teemo.
No, it's like
No.
the guy with the funny mustache and shit. I remember
Yes.
that guy, right?
Yeah, the guy with the funny mustache.
And he would run around just like machine gunning everyone.
Yes.
He's like on like he was.
Rumble. Was it Rumble? No, I don't know.
I
Fuck.
don't know. I'm
I
on the
don't
site
either.
right now, so I can find it.
It was kind of fun actually. League of Legends is not a bad game.
Yeah, it was Rumble. It was Rumble.
No way.
Okay.
I can't. Wow. Okay. And I played Nidalee a lot. I like Nidalee.
I don't even remember like any of.
Oh.
Like,
She was like a jungle woman, and like she could like throw a spear or whatever, and then she could turn into a panther and like do some other shit as a panther. So I would like run in, like pounce, like bite, like pounce out, run away, throw a spear as I was leaving. Maybe I would also enter with a spear. That it was like it did more damage when you're far away.
Right.
I don't know why I liked her. I thought she had a cool ability.
Oh, who is that archer that I also really liked?
Ash.
Ash. Yes.
Ash. Everyone likes Ash. She has that big ass arrow that just goes across
Yeah.
the whole map. That's so useful. Like in a big team fight, you can just like. I like support though, but the thing with support, like if one of you guys is playing ADC, I'll play support. And then bottom lane, but like the thing with support is you need to have coordination with the ADC. Otherwise, I'm just some useless guy who heals sometimes.
And does really no damage the whole time.
Yeah, like, but if we're talking, we can coordinate plays. Like, I can bait, I can like heal, like I know when to overheal or like whatever, right?
Yeah.
But if we're not, then what am I supposed? I just have to wait for him to go in, or I have to like make the ding and hope he will respond.
Yeah.
Because the support is supposed to call the play. But
Yeah, I can see that.
Dude, this one skin looks so badass for Yasuo.
Yasuo.
Yeah, that was my favorite character to play as in the game.
It's the only character you played with. I remember.
No, he also played Warwick.
Oh yeah.
Warwick.
He also
No, I
played
played-
Warwick.
I played
You
him.
literally only played two characters. You played Warwick, and then your Yasuo came out, and you're like, oh wow. And then you like sold your Warwick character or something.
No, I didn't.
Like it wasn't even in your list anymore. You just played Yasuo.
No,
Yeah.
no. I had it. I still played it.
Oh, you had it. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would play.
Well, I guess they
Warwick,
play different roles.
Yasuo.
But I
There
remember
would
like
be Tarek.
Oh yeah,
Tarek and that little thing that shoots out.
the darts.
No, not the darts.
You played Teemo.
No, I didn't play Teemo.
Okay, good. I played Teemo. This hilarious. He's so
Oh,
funny.
Malphite.
Oh wait, there was big ass rocks.
Yeah. Then one of the character came out with the ice shield or something like that.
Oh yeah, she's on like a big.
No,
like,
it was a he.
horse.
It was a he.
Oh,
Uh,
don't know.
I'm looking at it right now.
I don't know. I just like random support characters. I liked Nami, the mermaid.
Okay.
I liked her like damaging abilities. Like she had a really cool ult that would sort of end a team fight or just stun everything. So that was good. And also I could trap people in bubbles, so I could like isolate players. That's what I mean for like I'm supposed to call a play. Like if he extends himself too far, I freeze him in a bubble, and
Yeah.
then like I can like attack him and then heal my guy at the same time, and you know
Oh, Braum. Braum.
I can take some damage and
Freaking love playing Braum.
Brom. Oh yeah, Brom. Oh yeah, that new guy.
Well, he was old. He was new at the time, but
Yeah, at the time he was new. I don't know. I played I even played Sona for a while. And then there's this one person with I played Riven, but like Riven was OP, so it doesn't count.
I think the reason why John didn't like playing this game is because he was shit at it, and then
No, you weren't that bad, John. You know
No,
why
it's
you were
actually
bad?
pretty good.
John, you know why you were bad? Because you tried to use Fiddlesticks, who was supposed to be a jungler, in top lane. And you got fucking wrecked.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why you were bad at it, because your character was not suited for your job.
Yeah, I also didn't play enough.
he
at
didn't
all.
play enough.
Also, yeah, you didn't practice too.
Literally
That's
didn't-
true.
He literally didn't play enough at the time, and then he was playing with me, Ken, Kyle, and all these people that were really into the game, and they play like pretty much every single day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
only played the game because fucking all of you guys were telling me to just play it.
Yeah, that's usually why I play games.
Yeah.
Oh, I played Annie. That's who I played. Yeah, Annie.
It's literally
Annie?
the only reason I played.
Annie was the best. Annie was so good.
Like, you know,
Annie get
anytime
her gun.
I don't even remember any of the characters, to be honest with you. Like, I literally only remember Fiddlesticks and the guy, you know, Rumble. It's literally the only pictures I can remember when I think of
Sure.
the game in itself.
Sure. And I remember there was that phase where we were all playing League of Legends, and I learned a lot about it at that time. So now I'm like a League of Legends historian.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah,
Like-
Would you get back into it? Would you?
For like Dominion games, like maybe, because it's free, so fuck it. Like I'll download it just to maybe play.
yeah.
I would rather play League of Legends over like Call of Duty Warzone or whatever it is that you guys wanted. If,
Wow,
I'm, to be, if I'm to be honest,
Yeah.
I'd rather play League of Legends to that.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'd even play that. You know, it's like
What about the Counter Strike? You can't even use Mac as an excuse. I'm pretty sure you can play it.
Oh, I can play Counter Strike.
Counter Strike, CS:GO. Yeah.
No, John, I think maybe. Would you play it? Like, I would play
No,
it. I will get
I
back
wouldn't.
into it.
I wouldn't.
What? CS:GO?
No, League.
Oh.
Yeah, right now I can already tell you I wouldn't get back into it. I never got into it in the first place, and I have no desire to rekindle something I didn't care about in the first place.
But why didn't you care about it? What was it like? Is it something that can be talked about, or is it just you like sometimes you just don't like something, you don't like something, right?
It's just I don't know. Personally, I like to me that's an MMO game that makes you restart literally every time. The amount of time you got to put into it, right?
To build your guy.
Yeah, you're like building an MMO character only to have it restart literally every game.
Yeah, but like in CS:GO, you still have to buy your weapons. I mean, I understand what you mean.
Yeah, but the difference is you can still lose in CS:GO. It's not like any one gun is really better than, you know, like at least in CS:GO, a skilled player will typically always win even if he had a pistol, over the guy who doesn't really know what he's doing.
Yeah,
And
people style over people with they play knife play only.
yeah,
Like when someone's trying to style on somebody, they go for knife kills.
yeah, right. And that's the
Yeah,
difference. There's
true.
no. It's not like, oh, I'm constantly in this battle, and that if I don't kill you or do anything, I'm just going to inherently lose out over the fact that he's going to be able to build up his character. Which I understand the style of it, you know.
Yeah, it's just not for you, I guess. That's fine, you know. That's fine.
Like if I was to maybe play something like that, I'm maybe Smite, right?
Smite.
Smite
Or
Isn't
is
what?
it, isn't
Or
it the
Dota.
same?
Dota 2. I have Dota 2.
Isn't Smite the same thing as League?
Yeah,
yeah, just in
basically.
a different style. It's like playing World of Warcraft style fighting.
Oh, so it's like three-dimensional kind of
Yeah, it's
like
three-dimensional fighting
first
over
person kind of
as
shit.
opposed to first person. Yes.
So like Overwatch.
Yeah.
I
But
would play
same style.
Overwatch. You guys want to play Overwatch? I'll play Overwatch.
Is it cross-platform?
I think so, isn't it?
I don't know if Blizzard games are cross-platform.
I thought Overwatch was like a special cross-platform. Maybe not. I still have that War Thunder game.
No,
we
it's
can go
not.
and.
It's not
Oh, really?
cross-platform. No, sadly
Oh,
not.
sure.
Well, yeah, War Thunder is definitely a game.
Kind of cool.
If I was to re-get back into a game, it would probably be StarCraft 2.
Okay, I'll play StarCraft 2.
Like I would get back into that because that although you are restarting every match, it's
It's like a
different.
whole. Yeah. Okay. I'm 100%. Yeah, I'll get into it.
Get into
Because like
what?
StarCraft 2
StarCraft
again.
2. I'd play.
Because there's multiple different like yeah you
Oh,
are
Smite
starting.
is actually cross-platform.
Oh, is it really?
I didn't even know Smite was for the PS4.
Yeah, it is for the PS4.
Me neither. I feel like PS4 people would get their ass kicked.
Yeah, they'd get wiped pretty hard.
Yeah. Yeah, there's really no competition, unless you're like a legit professional, who joins tournaments.
Well, yeah,
Anyone,
if your skill level is just naturally higher, then I guess. But like say
that's
it's the
the
same
only
skill
way.
level.
Yeah. I'm just saying naturally, anyone who's on a PC is just going to naturally win over time.
I think so, yeah.
Well,
Is it cross-platform?
I think it's solely for the idea that PC players just get more frames per second.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, PC players have the advantage of like I can play with a PS4 controller, or the Steam controller, or an Xbox controller, or a Wii controller, or a
Yeah,
keyboard, or
yeah,
one of those balls, or fucking like this like next level shit that Razer makes, or whatever I want.
yeah,
And then yeah, frames per second, and also refresh rate on my monitor. I
yeah.
have 100 hertz refresh rate on my monitor, and I don't know. I don't know if it makes a huge difference, but like it's good, I guess.
Look, being, you know, um, having what's so I don't ever PvP in RuneScape because I don't really care to. Uh, it's not the style I prefer. But one thing that's talked about a lot when I do watch videos is what's called PID. So it's basically who gets their attack registered on the system first,
Oh, okay.
right? Which all comes slightly down to um, if you have a higher PID number, right? Or I forget how it fully works, but if you have a better PID number, right, then your character always will register their attack first over the next guy. So it's the same thing, I think, kind of in any game. The better frames you have per second, right? And the less, what's it called? I want to say latency, but it's not.
Well, so it's easier to enter. Yeah, I guess so. It's a lag, input lag, I guess, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
like if you see, I mean, you can get it. It's harder to get it frame perfect if you can only see it at 60 frames per second.
Yeah,
If you're trying to get like frame perfect, because like yeah, in those high, I don't know, I've never done high level PvP, but yeah, I imagine they're like tying a lot of the time, right? Like one person will win, and like they can maximize how much food they'll use, over how many hits they can take if they
yeah,
tie.
yeah. I think there's just so many factors that come into play, and I think they're so like they're subtle, but I think over time, the minute you switch, you start to really see the subtleness, right? Um, and that really makes a difference.
Yeah, I think it's just subtle, but I noticed like I've got some high quality, high resolution FLAC files for some music, and like I notice the difference. Nicole doesn't notice. I notice.
Oh, 100%.
I played it side by side, like YouTube and then FLAC file on Power or Winamp.
Yeah,
Like it's very clear.
yeah, I can see
No,
that.
lots of play on words because it was very clear. I didn't mean to do that, but it was very clear that there's a difference. I thought.
No, I think anyone who listens to music, you know, can definitely tell. Like everyone, of course, listens to music, but like I listen to, as you guys know, a lot of electronic music.
Yeah.
And for me, I can totally see a difference because there's so many songs that you can listen to like through a good sound system or through good headphones or whatever, and when you're listening to it, you're like, holy shit, this sounds completely different than what I thought it was going to come out.
Yeah.
Just because you can hear the undertones, you can hear the little jingles and the little,
You hear it sounds like there's more than like three instruments.
yes,
There, because there are, like, especially with electronic music, where there could be hundreds of different sounds at certain points, right? Like I
yeah,
have some vocal trance that's like really cool with these speakers
yeah,
in a FLAC file. Really nice.
yeah. Because like when I listen on my phone sometimes, or like back in the day, and I was listening to music, yeah. Like for example, when we used to go to like Will's basement, you know,
Yeah.
putting on music in there, I felt like never got the same level of like it was always just listening to three sounds. You hear the bass, you hear the clap, and then the other most prevalent sound, but you're missing everything out. So all you're listening to is like for 5 minutes is just a bass and a clap and a shitty version of it.
Yeah, because you're listening to like a 64-bit clip, like kilobyte per
Yeah,
second clip from a phone, a speaker, like across a room.
yeah.
Yeah, the quality is terrible. Yeah.
Phones have been getting better, like
No, yeah. If you buy a nice phone, it has pretty good speakers.
like mine's not bad. It's not perfect, but comparatively, you know, um, it's definitely gotten significantly better than what it used to be. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but I wish, like, for a phone, for me, like, I don't use my phone as like a portable media device.
Right.
Like for me, it's like I make phone calls. I might have to call Uber. I use a map if I need to go somewhere or find a bus. Like
Yeah.
that's it. And like for music, I guess, like that's it. But I don't play the music like for headphones.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's it. Like,
Right.
like I don't I don't need 4 cameras or 64 megapixels or I don't need like Bose audio or anything. I just need a system that's fast and will work.
Yeah.
Read emails, can make calls, text people. That's it.
Yeah.
But they don't offer that. That's not an option. Because if that were an option, they wouldn't make any money because people would buy that. And
Yeah.
well,
It's
some people would
true.
be pissed off. I think some people would be pissed off.
Well,
Like
I
imagine if
think
Apple released like fucking like, if Apple I don't know if Apple released the iPhone 3 and it didn't say anything and just released the iPhone 3, I think people would buy it.
Yeah, I think people would.
I mean, maybe update the processor a bit, whatever, but like just that device.
Well, people like simplicity,
Yeah.
right? You know, and when things are like one thing I've noticed is everything's like everyone's trying to get to a point. Like for example, Microsoft Word, prime example of this, right? Used to be extremely easy uh, to work around. It was like everything that you needed, literally everything was at the top. You know, here's everything you need. Here's your page to type on. You know, and then over time, it turned into, well, this is the home page. This is this page to do that
Like different
thing.
tabs and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
then
now
it's
it's a
like, well,
subscription.
yeah, you know, like it's bullshit. It used to be so easy to work around. It's like,
I
hey, I
know.
need to save a file. I literally just click, you know, save, and it would bring up the, you know, save as
And
file.
then you just press OK, and fucking there you go,
Yeah,
saved. Now it's so complicated. And like Word is like relatively simple. I mean, in like relative to all the other things they make, like Excel is extremely complicated. I remember I
yeah,
had to use Microsoft Access to make databases in school. That was hell. I remember everyone was really happy when we could finally go to SQL instead. It's just in the curriculum, so we had to do it. Sometimes curriculums are annoying because they're not updated necessarily. Like, do you remember cutting fraction lines, John? Or Esmond, I guess you're there too.
But
In Mr.
what?
H's class, we'd cut fraction lines in Mr. H's class. Like
Uh,
out of paper, like in grade 8, like out of paper, we cut these lines for
right.
fractions.
sure.
I can't believe we did that. And like Mr. H only did it because it was in the curriculum.
To be honest with you, I don't at all.
Oh,
Really.
okay. Okay.
Like, if I think about Mr. H's room, one thing that sticks out to me quite prevalently is the amount of times he told us about how much he didn't give a shit about the fire department.
What?
Uh, yeah.
What?
The amount of times Mr. H was told by the fire department that he needs to take down all of his pictures.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that.
And he
Oh,
used
it's
to
a
tell
fire
us,
hazard.
yeah, his
What
whole,
is?
it is massive fire hazard. And like those things would light up, right? You know, in a second. It's
Well,
just
I don't
at
know.
it.
I mean, the thing is made of wood. Like, I don't know if that's really.
But the pictures would light up as fast as possible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you're inside there, it'd be dangerous because they'd fall off and. Yeah.
But that's all his memories, man. That's like literally his little
Yeah,
caboose. It's his home.
You know what he should have done? He should have taken all the pictures and just stuck them to like big poster boards, and then just glued the poster board to the wall. That way, he can just take them off. Right, like on a big piece of paper on the wall.
yeah. You know, maybe that was a thought,
That was
but
yeah. Probably already started, and then he's like, "Ah, shit."
I don't know. That's just one thing I remember quite prevalently when I think of Mr. H.
I remember helping him move out.
You hope to
What,
move.
it was
Wait,
portable?
hold on. No, sorry, that's Mr. Coleman. My bad.
Oh,
No, didn't Mr. H move out? I remember moving all the shit in his portable, and I remember finding out part of the floor was purple.
What?
Yeah, under like, if you went to like the back, like remember where his desk was, like in the far corner from the door where his desk was, there was like a purple part on the floor. That was like
no.
covered by a cabinet since like 1986
Oh, okay.
or something. So yeah.
Well, our year was his 19th year.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is this guy
right?
still there? By any chance?
I think you'd have to retire by now. I mean, he's already been there for 20 years, and that was already 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's possible, but I mean, he wasn't a young guy when we knew him.
No.
Oh,
But
so I just read Left 4 Dead creators creating a new game. That would be interesting to play.
Maybe. Depends what they're making.
Back for Blood has
Oh
been
boy.
released.
I don't think I've ever actually played any of Life 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead.
I did because it was the only game we had for the Xbox for a while. Rock paper shotgun.
Like, the only kind of zombie game I actually ever played was at Esmond's house. And that was with Nazi zombies.
Oh yeah, I remember playing that with you, Esmond, in that like town that had lava in it.
What?
I remember
What?
playing zombies and like there was like a town and it had vending machines
Oh,
and you used
Nazi
to tell me to
zombies.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, are Nazi zombies more scary than just zombies? Like, is the fact they're dead like not as bad as the fact that they're Nazis? Because it's not like the zombie will leave me alone because I'm white. Well, actually, I'm not white, but like, if he kills me, it's not because like, oh, you're half Chinese. It's like, oh, brains. Blah.
Yeah, but does the zombie even distinguish the difference?
No, I don't think
Right?
so.
Or does he just see a human? Right?
I think he's a human. Maybe he's picky. Maybe he doesn't eat the brains of black people. He just kills them.
Well,
Who knows?
I've had this thought before, but I had it with mosquitoes. Okay, so I used to have this joke that I used to try and work on and tell, and it was this idea of like, do mosquitoes have sexual preferences? Right? Like, you know, like if a mosquito is, he's flying down, Young Street or wherever he is, he's just flying down the road, happy go get mosquito, and he sees like a bunch of people. Is he ever like, thinking to himself, like, yesterday, you know, had a lot of crackers, don't want any soup today, or like, too much Asian persuasion, this week. Maybe I want some, BBB, some big black blood or something.
Oh, okay. Well, Nicole keeps complaining about mosquitoes, and like I didn't even know there were mosquitoes. So like some people are just fortunate. I'm lucky that mosquitoes don't really like me that much, and when they bite me, nothing really happens.
Right.
So I'm fortunate, and
Well,
it's very nice.
I've also wondered if mosquitoes, if they're biting a woman, does that make them like a lesbian, like bi in some way?
Wait, what? Say that again.
Like,
Well,
do mosquitoes even have gender?
is that yes, they do. Mosquitoes do have gender.
Really?
But you can't just assume it though. You have to ask.
Well, I was just thinking because no one's just gonna magically be like, "Hey, a mosquito. Oh, that's a male mosquito,
No,
right?"
only female mosquitoes bite. Male mosquitoes do not bite humans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, golly gee.
Yeah.
Well, shit. So then that would beg the question that mosquitoes are, or female mosquitoes, are bi.
Well, I think like it would be considered bestiality. I think
Wait,
Really?
what?
well because it's a different race. But I guess they're not having sex with you. They're just stealing your blood.
But like what? Would it be considered bestiality if you asked for it though?
Yes. What do you mean if you asked for it?
Like in the sense of like, guys, I really want some mosquitoes, so I'm just gonna go outside at nighttime to get them, and just stand there, purposefully wanting to get fit.
I guess if you like gain sexual pleasure from doing so, then I guess so. Yeah.
Could you imagine though?
Oh, I bet like one person's gotta be. There's always somebody. That's
Like
what Family Guy. That's what Family Guy taught me. Every like stupid idea you have like actually happens somewhere. Like you're like, wouldn't it be crazy if like this happened? Like it did happen somewhere in like Morocco in 1976, and like no one recorded it, but it did happen,
Yeah.
and we just don't know. Not, sometimes when I watch America's Funniest Home Videos or something, I sometimes wonder like, how did you even catch this on camera? Sometimes it makes sense, but sometimes it's like too crazy. Like, how did
Yeah.
you have a camera already? Like, because sometimes
'Cause-
people are doing like seemingly normal things that you wouldn't have a camera out for, and then they fail spectacularly, and it's all recorded.
well, I think a large part of that is because there's just certain people in this world who are always recording things.
I guess so.
Like, well, when I was growing up, right, I always had to deal with a camera in my face. Like when my dad was seriously into cameras, like constantly in the car, at the house, at other people's houses,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
like he'd be like on his phone texting, right? And then like he would finish the text or whatever he was doing, and then you would just like slowly see a camera, like or the phone just slowly start turning towards you, like in the car,
That's pretty funny.
right? And you can just like tell he's like about to take a picture, right?
Okay.
As if like you didn't notice a phone now just magically looking at you.
Okay.
And it was all the time, like all the time. Or
Wow.
or he'd be at like the dining room table pretending to text message, and then just like magically the phone would slowly start to go up.
But if he's interested in cameras, then why did he always? Was he interested in pictures?
Yeah, huge into pictures. Like he used to edit his pictures and stuff like that,
Oh, okay.
and make collages and stuff. But even with an actual camera, like his actual camera gear, like he'd be looking at it, and then he would like try and spark a conversation for the sole reason of trying to capture you naturally, right? So he'd be like scrolling through the, his camera and ever, and then you'd start talking, and while he's talking, he would just slowly point the camera towards you, and have it on like shutter mode or whatever, so it takes like 20 pictures at once.
Hmm. Yeah, I see. Yeah, he had a pretty good camera setup, if I remember.
Yeah, that was years ago. I remember one day, uh, my dad got tickets to a baseball game, from some auction, and he brought his camera gear, and the security wouldn't let him into the building because they thought his camera gear was a weapon.
Wow.
Because he brought a lens that literally allowed him to be on one side of the stadium and perfectly see what the other people were doing on the other side of the stadium.
Wow. That's cool, but like,
that looks like a sniper. It sounds like a
yeah, like
sniper.
he's bringing a fucking rifle in,
Yeah, it was
like a
it was
tripod and everything.
100%. This thing was huge, massive.
Then people thought your dad was the fucking assassin or something like that.
So what did you do? Like, what do you do with that equipment then? You just go home?
No, they eventually allowed him in. This was way before um, we had to go through metal detectors and this and that and the other. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm talking like you know, uh, 10 to 13 years ago, probably more.
Hmm.
So like, fair bit of time from now. But yeah, the security still looked in his bag and still had to tell him, this and that and the other and blah 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 blah. And, you know,
Hmm. Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, that was years ago. Years ago. But like, imagine you were at a baseball game and you just like saw a guy with a camera that was like 2.5 feet pointed at you.
Yeah, I guess so. I'd be shocked.
No,
No,
because
I
like,
don't know. It'd be crazy though. I'd be like, wow.
because I wonder if so many memes were just created by people who had a camera that allowed them to shoot like, at least half a kilometer away or whatever, and they just had no idea.
You think so?
It's an idea.
Could you sue? For like, I didn't want to be memed. This guy memed me with a long range lens.
But it's like that guy who used to be a classic meme who had like long brown hair, kind of like looked like Frodo a little bit.
Look like who? Like who?
Looked like Frodo.
No, who looked like Frodo?
Okay, it's a classic meme of this guy who had like long brown hair, kind of looked like Frodo, had this like face on, like I don't know, like, or it was kind of like a face that you'd make if you're thinking, you know. Um, if I had a picture, to show you,
Yeah, I'm gonna need more than that. Yeah,
yeah.
that's okay.
Old memes. Old memes. I know. You know what I'm talking about. Once you see it once, you'll know what I saw
Okay.
him everywhere. He was literally like in every meme for like years.
Hmm.
I don't even know. I'm trying to. Fuck, I might not be able to find this.
Well, if you type into Google exactly what you told me, you probably won't find it.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I just typed in memes, and then I typed in old memes.
Oh, you have to go for a while. Go to like page 8.
But he was so prevalent. This guy was so prevalent that I just kind of figured he would be at least in the first like top 10.
Huh.
But he's not.
I see.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
I don't know. Hard to explain this vast gentleman of like. Oh, well, it doesn't even fucking matter. But you'll see it eventually. It will happen.
Okay.
Yeah. Have we lost Desmond?
I don't
No,
know.
I'm still here.
Are you still there? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What are you up to? What are you doing?
Listen to what you guys are saying.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here's I almost want to send you guys this picture because it's this. I don't know. What? I don't know. I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna show you guys in Discord because this is how could what would you do if you saw this like if you threw your condom in the trash and 18 years later this shows up on your doorstep, what do you do?
I don't know.
Well, I sent the
Wow.
picture. I sent the
Holy
picture. Yeah.
I wonder, like, even like.
Oh my goodness.
What is
What is that?
what was happening in the photo? Like, how did they conceive the idea?
Jeez.
How did they think of it? It's so
18
creative.
years later, this shows up at your doorstep.
I don't have to pay for you anymore. Get the fuck out of here.
What? What was in that condom?
I don't know. I guess like a 0-year-old whatever the guy is.
To be honest with you,
The idea is the guy lived inside the condom and he grew up and he's still inside now. And like someone like found him and left him on your doorstep.
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
Well,
Thankfully, it's not.
obviously that's not an actual condom. It's probably some like nylon or something, or like
Like a leotard or some shit.
yeah.
I
Because
hope.
like, look, if condoms were that effective and that stretchy,
They would
you
never
know,
break.
yeah, they'd never break.
That was like the most solid thing.
You know, maybe they would break because of friction, but even then, like if that's able to stretch that much, you know, there's
Probably
no
pretty
like
good.
there's no fuck up baby coming out of that, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
But you know, that's the thing that someone thought of in the brain, right? Told somebody else. Because if you're looking at the picture, he didn't, unless he set up a tripod and a camera and
Like
just
someone
like,
else must have taken the picture. Yeah.
yeah. So there's a minimum of two people, right? Who one thought of the idea, told the other guy, and they both collectively came together and said, "Sure, this is a great idea."
Yep. And I don't know why they made the thing so small.
I don't
Like
know.
it's not even like a regular format.
No, it's not.
It's like a weird format too.
Yeah.
What size is that?
Some
It's
and
just
some
even weirder.
It's almost like they took a format. Uh, it's almost like they took it with, you know, a camera that didn't allow it, right? Or the
Yeah.
picture was so big that the only way or the camera was so bad that the only way to get actual pixels to look like one picture is they had to shorten it down so
Like this
much.
size. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. I don't care to see it in high res. That's fine.
No, I mean, but it's still, it's almost kind of creepy that
I mean,
people.
at least someone had the decency to put a tarp under him. Yeah.
But did they really put the tarp under there, or is he just living in an area that is so like?
It doesn't look like he can walk, so like unless there just always just happened to be a tarp there. Like the person just set up a tarp there on part of his house. Is that even a backyard? Like there's like a trail.
Well, it
Like,
looks like a dog or a cat is in one of the chairs.
yeah, looking at him weird.
Yeah, it's kind of like, excuse me. But at the same time, it looks like it hasn't done shit. Like it looks like it's still lying down, you know, head rested against the.
Hmm.
Like this seems like shit like this happens enough, where I'm only assuming that's a dog or a cat, one of the two. But it happens enough where they're not even really phased.
Yeah, sometimes cats are not phased by stuff.
Is that a cat?
I think so.
Maybe it's the messed up child that also was deformed and just never made it out properly.
Maybe. At least he escaped the condom.
This is true.
But it must have been a different condom because this guy's still stuck. What does WID mean? It says WID.
WYD.
Yeah.
Well, it realistically could mean anything, but in today's society, that apparently now means what you doing.
Wouldn't it want to ask what would you do? Or what do you do? Instead of what you do.
Yeah,
What
but
you do. Well,
it's part of this culture of like we don't need to have full sentences.
oh yeah, why use words and stuff?
Yeah, right.
Like they can't even put the abbreviated letter like in a
No, they
fucking
can't.
like. Jeez, all right, whatever, all right. Well, I guess it'd be too complicated because English has a progressive tense.
You know, it's like people. It's like for example, level. People just put LVL
Yeah, I guess so.
because they've gotten so lazy that typing E twice is too much.
Yeah, even though it's really not that much. But yeah, I guess so.
Or like you know, I see people put just U, just the letter U. You know.
But like, okay, so like when this person he took this picture, he had to put like a
Yeah.
caption and everything. It looked like it might have been a lot of work. It might have been at least 20 minutes put into the planning of this photo. What did he get from it? Like he's like, "What you do?" And then everyone, like some people see on Instagram and go, "Haha, it's kind of funny." Like as they scroll through it, like they like might like it and then scroll through it like a drone. It's like, what is the point of this? Like, why do people do this?
I don't know, because they're lazy, I
Does
guess.
does that guy have a job?
Oh,
Does that guy like have a family?
well, I wonder if memes are a
Is
thing people have made money off.
well, I don't this I doubt this guy made money. I don't think so.
Well, maybe not him in general, but like, just as a general thought. Because memes have been, you know, I'd say over the past 5 years, have been so prevalent now.
Well, like yeah, some of the figures, like the jealous girlfriend with the big
Yes.
eyes, like that girl,
Yeah.
who's like,
Or the T-Rex.
oh yeah, or the what do you call it, the bad luck Brian guy, or
Or the
the
cat who doesn't smile.
yeah. Well, the cat probably didn't make money.
But it's like,
Cats aren't very good negotiators.
no, of course not. But the person who had the no cat, right? Like, I don't know. I was only thinking if memes made money because they're absolutely everywhere, and there's people who just love making them. You know?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't understand the like some memes are like funny, but like I don't understand shit. Like this is not a meme. This is like a like an attention grabbing post.
This is what comes up when you type in Google old memes, and it's literally
But
like in the first page.
but
Or
maybe like what do you do is a meme, I guess, right? Like asking people what would you do if like this crazy scenario, and then for to fish for likes, we'll add a photo of me doing it as well,
Mhm.
and so you can imagine what it is.
I guess maybe.
It's not even clever because it's 18 years, so technically he's an adult, so you don't have to do shit for him.
And just,
I just slammed the door. Like, get the fuck out of here.
yeah, you're an adult now.
Yeah, you're an adult. Get the fuck out of here. I don't owe you shit.
Hmm.
If it was like 17 years later, then like I don't know. I guess he was lived that long. I'd just put him in like a dark room or something. I have to like store him somewhere. Like I'd buy like a storage locker and just
But
like
why?
place it.
Why would you waste that money though?
Well, because like he might. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, can you go to the? Well, I guess he's stuck in a condom. Like I don't know what powers in the law he has. I don't know what he's willing to do. Can you go to court like that? I don't know.
Um, I bet you there's been people who've been arrested with half-shaven beard, right?
Yeah, I've seen those pictures. Yeah.
Really? Why?
Well, I don't know. You just get arrested while you're getting a haircut, and the cops don't have time to. They're gonna shave
Yeah,
your head anyway.
yeah.
You have to shave your head for prison anyway, so like, they don't give a fuck.
It's kind of
Cops
funny
are
though.
cops are not gonna wait for your beard to be trimmed.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. You're saying that they were getting a haircut and they arrested the guy?
No. Like they're just getting a haircut at the time, and then the police come in, and, like they're like, "Hey, you have a warrant or whatever. Like you're under arrest." It's like fugitives that are just being caught. They just happen to be getting a haircut at the time,
Yeah.
and then so they just get cuffed right there,
Half a
and
beard.
they have half a haircut.
Man with half a beard.
It's like that's your mugshot, but then when you get into prison, they shave it anyway. So
All right. So
and I guess the haircut was free. You didn't have to pay them because you got taken out early. I'd be
here's
pretty upset if I was a hairdresser and I was like working away, and then the cops came and just arrested the guy, and he didn't pay me, I'd be kind of pissed.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me, officer, that man owes me $24.30.
Yeah, 100%.
Excuse me, officer. He's also guilty of theft because he stole money
Wow.
from me.
Why you not? Wow.
Yeah, I sent a picture in Discord, and that's it. Yeah.
Don't worry. Any of these videos or any of these pictures that are we talked about today will be add below in the description. So don't worry, you'll all see those photos and links to those pictures. We'll make sure we'll put that there for you guys to be more involved in the chat.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Are we really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, you've been recording this whole time, buddy.
Oh, wow, okay. That's a crazy picture, though.
That is.
But why did it happen twice to the same guy?
I don't know. To be honest with you, when I look at this picture, I feel like
Is it the same guy?
oh, 100%.
It is the same guy.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely the same guy. What has happened here, though, is that's when he got arrested the first time, and I don't think they did anything, right? And then
They just let him go.
And then the second picture is what. So it's like, so the first picture is what happened. He stayed that way, and then they let him out. He never touched anything. And then the second picture is where he grew his beard to, and where his hair grew to before he got arrested again.
So they just left him in prison like that for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe,
And
I don't
like,
know.
This is my theory. He didn't get punked in prison. That'd be funny if I were a guard. I wouldn't even do it. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna leave your beard. Fuck it. At least it's like a nice beard. Like, look how white and fluffy it is.
If it seems too crisp, you know, like what I mean is like the first picture. If you look at the cut, it's literally centered perfectly.
Yeah.
Right.
Even but what was happening though? Because it was like the barber's like, let me shave half your beard, and like, oh, let me just like start shaving like the left side of your head as well. Like, there's like no coordination.
Well, another theory on this is that he's done a lot of drugs. Like,
that could be.
If you look at his eyes, they almost just look permanently fucked.
Yeah, but he looks more sober in the second picture.
100%.
Sure. Well, because he is, I guess.
But yeah, it almost looks like he got high, tried to do it himself, and he just like, I don't know, tripped out too much and.
Wow.
I could be wrong. Like maybe he thought that was the style, right?
Maybe. Huh.
Or another theory, or maybe he didn't mean to fuck up, and he just fucked up a little bit. So then he tried to recorrect it, and then he fucked up again, and then it got too fucked up. Where he's like, "Well, I can't have this now, so now it's all gonna go."
But he didn't all go though.
No. Or like the razor just kind of like stopped halfway, and he's like,
I ran out of power.
Yeah.
It's too much hair. Too much hair.
Has it ever happened to you? You've been shaving, and then your thing runs out of battery.
Yep.
And you're like, oh no.
Like this guy's probably like thinking like, man, I'm trying to grow my freaking beard, then I get arrested trying to grow it. Now it's fucked up.
Yeah, this guy had like a Santa Claus beard. He had like a whole thing going on. Or he would have if he grew it out.
At the same time, if you look at the second picture, his beard has gotten some growth, right? Well, I wouldn't say not a lot of growth, but it's gotten a lot grosser. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
It almost looks like it has a huge tint of yellow. As to the first picture, it's quite white.
Yeah. But it's weird that the amount of growth in his beard doesn't seem to correspond, and his hair doesn't like seem to correspond to, like, he looks a lot older.
Yes.
Like a lot of time passed, and you can even tell by the quality of the photos. The quality of the photo on the right is much higher because he used the better camera.
Yeah.
So like a lot of time has passed.
Yes.
But then the beard is not like that much longer. It's not like he has this huge.
He probably
like,
trimmed it.
Like,
He probably like got a like cutter here and there.
but he trimmed it, but like still kept it half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Still cut it.
But he didn't fix his hair though. His hair's still like you can tell he still has like more hair in that spot.
Yeah.
Right.
It almost feels like he's trying to go for that same picture, which is why he put his hair in braids. You know?
I guess so.
Like,
But it
he
would've
only
been
braided
cool-
some of it, but just enough to keep that. Like,
Yeah. Sort of alive, but he didn't
Yeah.
even smile. He should have smiled or something. Like he should have been if he's trying to do that for like he's in jail for like 10 years, like he's trying to keep his beard the same to have a funny mugshot, and he didn't smile. He was like, huh.
yeah.
Like he wasn't even doing it as a joke. Like he just thought like, hey, I look pretty cool like this. Like it wasn't even funny to him. He's just like, yeah, I just gonna rock this. Good for him, I guess. He can rock it. It's good for him.
Yeah, each to their own. It makes you really wonder though, the story behind that. You know?
I guess he had a warrant for his arrest. He went to go get his beard trimmed. I wonder why he went to go get his beard trimmed though. Like he was growing out this nice thing. He was like nice and fluffy and uniform, and he's like, I'm gonna cut it off.
Yeah, but I don't think that's plausible because any barber would have finished the top half and then moved on,
That would have made sense, yeah.
right? No barber would have been, let's do 3/4 of the top of your hair, then I'll
And
get
then,
back
like,
to it after.
Just switch.
Yeah,
And also like it's very symmetrical in the beard, but on the top it's not symmetrical at all.
no,
But you can tell that he has hair there. It's not a bald spot.
yes.
But also, doesn't he look a little bit young to have like a full fluffy white beard?
No,
No.
no.
Just like has like bushy white hair.
No, I think that's just genetics.
Yeah, maybe. I guess so.
I can't believe we're still talking about this guy after 5 minutes of just, yeah.
And
Yeah,
one time,
You got any points about this, husband?
This guy needs to get a shaver. He needs to start shaving his head.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It
But
doesn't.
maybe, I mean,
That's just
he's just been
crazy.
in prison. Like, it's not like it's gonna help his employment opportunities. Like, if he shaves, you know.
Well, to me, it's kind of like. To
Crazy
me,
fucker.
this picture is almost like, well, I turn one way to appear homeless to one person, but on the other side, I appear like I'm doing quite well.
He appears like a homeless person with a razor.
Yeah,
He still looks like shit from any angle. Even like bird's eye view, he still looks like shit.
yeah, but it like
Just looks terrible.
maybe not
but-
referring to the first. Like if we're referring to the first picture, it almost looks like he could shape it up to, oh, my razor just died,
Yeah, maybe.
right?
Yeah, because it looks like he just did it, maybe. And people would ask him about the symmetry, I guess.
That's where I get questions, because it's too symmetrical. Like, his mustache and his beard are literally, like, they just cut a line down the middle, and then that was it.
Yeah. Oh, but if you look very closely, it looks like in the center of on the right, in the center under his nose, I forget what that like area is called, but it looks
Yeah.
like he accidentally shaved off a little bit too much there. You can see in the picture on the left he has hair there, but the picture on the right, there's like not much, and then it fades into yellow,
Yeah.
coming like nearer to his left nostril on the left side.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, one time, as if you're there, one time, John dropped me off at the condo, and like there were these 4 people who looked like they came back from a club, and John and I sat there for like an hour analyzing all the possibilities like that was happening.
Wait,
Like,
wait,
there was, like-
say that again?
One time, John was dropping me off at home,
Yeah.
and there were these 4 people who looked like they came back from a club, and they like exited a car, like an Uber or something.
Yeah.
And we couldn't hear them, but we could see them from the car. And John and I sat there for maybe like 45 minutes, like just analyzing what it could be. Like what was
Yeah.
going on? Who are they? What's their like? What drove them to this moment? Like,
Yeah.
do you
Inside-
think she's going to be attacked or something? Like, because remember they like carried one girl off, like one girl was too drunk, and
Yeah.
then there's a hot one, and they were trying to keep them together so one guy could score with the hot one, but the fat one was too drunk.
Yeah. It's that classic story that you hear in like TV shows or movies where there's always two guys and two girls, and the guy in the back seat of the car has to sit with the fat lady, right? And you know, it's that classic scenario of
Yeah.
like they both want the hot girl, but only one's getting the hot girl.
The other one just has to be a team player,
Yeah,
I guess.
and
But she
yeah,
had to
Outside
go.
your building, right?
yeah,
Yeah, and I think the hot girl is like, oh, my friend is like this. Maybe I'll go and keep her company, make sure she's okay. Or maybe something completely different happened. But that like we were just analyzing what might have happened,
yeah.
like come up with like scenarios and like life stories. We're trying to put together the biographies and shit.
Because you question people. Because like, if they were together, right? You know, they would have all just casually walked into the building. Would have been no worries, right? But they got dropped off and then had to talk to each other. So that clearly states they're not all together, right?
Yeah,
They're not all going into the same building, you know, which then implies, so who lives at the building, right? Were their original intentions all to go back together?
well, I don't know.
Right.
It implies something bad happened because if it's something that happened already, they wouldn't have had to wait till they got out of the Uber to discuss it, right?
Yeah.
But they did. So like maybe it was something, I don't know. Maybe they had a bad time at the club.
Bad time at the club.
Maybe.
No, I honestly, if I'm trying to remember, what I think happened is the guys were dropping the girls off at the condo, and they got out hoping, you know, they could go with them. To which then they realized, as they were speaking to them, this shit ain't happening anymore. One, because the hot one or one of the girls was clearly too drunk, right? And the other
Yeah.
one was like, I can't let her just go alone. I gotta help her. She's my friend, you know.
Yeah.
Girls
Yeah.
stick with girls, you know.
And then they're like, fuck, like the Uber left. Like they're just stuck
Exactly.
there now.
now the two guys are literally just standing outside the building, trying to make this work, but it ain't working.
And like so they're just like having a cigarette or whatever, like disappointed.
Yes, right? Because if
And
they
John,
weren't, oh sorry,
oh, I was gonna say, John and I had the pleasure of just watching the whole encounter
yeah,
in the comfort of a car.
yeah. Which begs the question of like, I wonder if they noticed us just sitting there for 45 minutes, just.
So like, if you looked through the windshield, it would look like there were two people that were fascinated in what we were looking at. We were like analyzing, like really like, like I think, you know. So if they looked over,
Yeah.
it would just be us both like with our heads like together, like,
Oh man, you
So
guys
that would have been awkward.
making eye contacts at all. Like, what if all of a sudden they actually turned and looked straight and you guys
Like, oh shit, washer fluid, washer fluid.
Yeah, wash your food. Yeah.
That'd be funny. And you could like honk the horn and then just back up really fast,
Yeah.
just to throw them off.
I would have I would have just drove off with you in the car, Garrett. And like, nope, she's not. Nope. Would have picked up a phone or something, or been like, you know, like, oh, fuck, she's not. Or I don't know.
And we can make it something funny. Like I'll pretend to take a picture as we go.
Yeah.
Remember Eric Hansen one time? I was like inadvertently I participated. He stuck me up with a switch comb in a deli.
A what?
And like I think the guy forgot who I am, so I can go back. At the deli near William Bursey, I had this comb that was like a switch comb. So it's like a switchblade, but a comb.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric Hansen we had pretended to have a fight, and he pretended to stick me up with it. And like the owner was like, "Oh my god, oh shit." because Eric Hansen's like that. And I don't know. I went along
Yeah.
with it, I guess. So I went along with it. So I thought it was funny too, but I felt bad about it after. Eric didn't feel bad about it.
Eric's, he's the type of guy that you see on Trailer Park
I don't know.
Boys.
He's just a wild guy.
Wild card. He's the
He's a
wild card.
wild card. He's a wild,
I feel like
crazy
like
stuff.
he watched Talladega Nights, and like, and he legitimately took that statement of if you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah.
Right, and he just uses that for everything in life now. Right, like if you're
You
not
think so?
doing it, if you're not doing it hard, you're fucking not doing it at all.
They just live life to the fullest. Is that what that means?
I think so.
Cool.
Although the guy in the movie says he was drunk eventually, so.
Oh, okay.
But that's just the way I interpret it, right? Because I never remember him just being like a casual. Like I remember one day. Remember Jason Liang?
I do.
Okay, we're at McDonald's. Okay, there was me, Jason, a couple other people, and Eric Hansen walks over to the McDonald's, to our booth, and he starts talking, and then out of nowhere, he just starts screaming, "Damn it, Jason! I told you I don't want to buy your big box of porn." It's like, God damn it, Jason! I told you before, I'm not interested in buying your giant big box of porn. Like, Jesus.
Colin Nixon did that to me one time in a public place.
And it's just like so casual, but he did it with such conviction.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
How did Jason even react?
I don't even remember. He probably
That's
started
hilarious.
laughing.
Well, it depends. Like when he was, because he changed a lot. Because he was from, like,
China.
I think he came from China, right? And like, it's a big difference. So he adapted. Like his personality changed a lot.
Oh, completely. Yeah, no, his English got like significantly better.
Oh yeah.
But if I could remember, I would gladly say it. But at the time, I don't remember. I just remember Eric Hansen being who he was, coming in and screaming like, "God damn it, Jason! I told you, I don't want your big box of porn."
I can see exactly that. I can picture it exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
I can picture like everything. Like I just watched it in a movie.
Yeah, his mannerisms, his like, good
I know
time.
exactly how it would go down.
Yeah.
I liked Eric for like that kind of stuff. He was funny sometimes.
Yeah, he was. I remember they came to my Eric Hansen and Mikey came to my house for the first time ever, and we had a giant sling, silly string fight, if I remember that's what it's called. The stuff you could like squirt out, and it was
Silly string.
Silly string.
yeah. I remember doing that. Just trashed my mom's basement.
Wow.
Absolutely trashed it.
Silly string has like this like oily residue to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
I
was.
hate that.
Did your mom
they
bitch at you after?
No. This is the brilliant part about the whole story. Is so at the time when I didn't smoke, but they did. So I allowed them to smoke outside our like window that was downstairs, and my mom smelled something when they left. And she's like, "John, I smell something in the basement. What's that?" I'm like, I don't know, Mom, but I'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
And the whole time, I'm like picking up silly string off the ground.
It's hilarious.
She's like, "Yeah, I got it, Mom. Don't come downstairs. Don't do it. It's fine."
Don't worry. Everything's fine.
She would
She's
have
like,
the whole
okay,
ground.
John. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Just,
We thought we were slick when we came up with like, no, don't come down. But like, yeah. I can't believe it works sometimes because the adults know better.
Well,
But sometimes it works. So.
well, it worked for me because when I brought up the plastic bag that I put everything in, she's like, "What were you doing downstairs?" I'm like, "Oh, I just picking up the dog shit. At the time our dog was Ida, the Jack Russell Terrier we had,
Oh yeah.
and she used to shit in the basement all the time. So I just used that as the cover of what I was, using the plastic bag for and what I was picking off and my mom did.
Why don't you just tell her it was just silly string?
Oh, because the whole basement was covered in it. Like we fucking trashed. Like we used like 3 full cans.
Oh.
Uh,
Where do you buy silly string now?
I don't even know.
That'd be fun to silly string somebody.
a party store probably.
Yeah, but it's a coronavirus. No party store.
Huh? Dollar
No
stores.
fucking party store.
Dollar stores are open.
Are they? Do they still sell that shit?
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
It's like the last priority thing to be imported.
Silly string.
Silly string. I don't know. I'm sure you can find it. Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure like every single party store is probably going bankrupt.
Probably.
No party.
No parties happening.
No party.
Well,
Virtual party is happening.
Unless you're in America.
Yeah, but it's the incidence rate spiking in America.
Is there a nightclub still happening over there right now?
I
No.
think so. I know that I heard that Florida had to ban consumption of alcohol in bars. Like it got so bad that Florida banned alcohol.
Jesus. Going
Florida
back to the
fucking banned
bootlegging.
alcohol.
Going
I
back
know.
to the bootlegging days.
I'm sure like by now someone is already making moonshine. Somebody like it's only been like a week. They're already making moonshine. Like they probably had the equipment like their great granddad left it in the garage. Like they still have a fucking still.
The week before, they're like, man, we should toss this shit out. We should toss it out. We're not even going to use it. And then
I
a
know.
couple days later, it's like, we're going to ban fucking alcohol for now. Great Scott! Timmy!
Yeah.
Open
Thank God.
the garage! We're making
Yeah. All the hillbillies who've been making it for years now are like,
You can
God
make a
damn it,
business.
Timmy." Yeah. I told you this moonshine would come about someday.
It did.
I told you.
God!
They all thought I was crazy.
But no. Yeah, they can make a business out of it. That'd be good
Oh, 100%.
for moonshiners.
Great Scott, Marty!
Do you remember that TV show, Moonshiners, though?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was really a TV show about moonshiners.
It was on
Really?
Discovery Channel. Or
How?
not-
Moonshining is illegal.
Yeah, which is why I never understood how they could make a TV show and film people doing illegal things. And
It's a whole
getting
pro-
away with it.
Or you know that's Hamilton's pharmacopoeia guy on YouTube?
No.
Really? I'm sure you do. He's like part of Vice.
Oh, okay.
Let me link one video. You'll know exactly who he is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hang on a second.
Is that like really tall, skinny guy who gets like high in all of Vice's videos?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about.
Sorry, I swallowed like a piece of fluff or something. Hang on. Hey, Miko.
Great Scott!
Great balls of fire. We are making moonshine. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought at one point hey, why don't I just make my own alcohol too? Like if I can make it well, like maybe I won't make it like from scratch like a moonshiner, but if I can have more influence over its creation, that might be cool. Like Smirnoff is not that good at vodka, right? Smirnoff is like okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you agree? But if you made a vodka and it tasted like Smirnoff, it'd be fantastic. You'd love it. You'd be like, yes, I made this. It's only when you pay $26 for it that you're like, ah.
Yeah, I can see that.
But if you make it, you're like, I made that, even if it sucks.
Well, it's because There's a level of pride that comes with it.
Well, as long as you made like a small amount, like if you made like 10 liters, it's like fuck, I made 10 liters of rubbing alcohol. If you made
Yeah,
like 1 cup, it's like, well, this is some great vodka. I made this.
but
You like still sell it to yourself, but like if you make 10 liters, you can't sell it to yourself. You can't sell yourself the idea that like maybe this is not a complete fuck up because
yeah,
it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
It was a complete fuck up. And like people just have to accept it.
I don't know. I think anything that's made by you just has more sentimentalness to it.
Yeah,
Like, do you remember when we tried, Garrett, uh, to grow into Good Pond?
I do.
Right? I still have the camera with the videos.
Oh, do you
Right?
really?
Like, and if I had the charger for it, which I don't, but if I had a charger for it, we have. I still remember this one video. Like, do you remember that mushroom, uh, piece that I had?
Or that pipe? Yeah.
Yeah, that much. Like, I still have the video of me and you, planting it on the ground by like some tree and making the video of like, oh, Garrett, look, mushroom,
Oh
like,
yeah. Wow.
you know,
Sometimes I think about like what happened there. Probably nothing. But like I wish I could see it one last time, that spot.
yeah,
I guess it's theoretically possible. I mean, like I could go there.
yeah, it's true.
Maybe like
And
it exists still.
we took. I remember one day though when we were there, we were just checking up on everything, and out of nowhere, you're just like, some guy just like randomly ran across out of nowhere, and like, John, did you not see that guy? I'm like, what guy? Like, yeah, some guy just like ran across, just, like,
Like 10 meters, like 5 meters away. Like near some
yeah,
trees. Just went.
yeah,
Wait,
Like we're
what?
digging a hole in the dirt. Like some guy jogging just ran by like 5 meters away from us.
yeah,
It's like apparently there's a trail there we didn't even know.
yeah, and we're just like, oh, I guess this isn't a good spot then. I guess we should move.
Oh.
Like,
But
well,
I don't
shit.
know. Like that guy must have been like a very adventurous runner because it wasn't a popular path. Like
No,
he's very
but
adventurous.
the more I think about it, the more I realize how much there really is in a forest there,
Yeah, it's really not that much forest. Yeah.
right? Um, it's pretty. It's like enough forest where if you're in the middle of it, it looks like you're in a forest, but realistically,
If you walk in any direction for 30 seconds, you'll find where you are.
yes,
Immediately, you'll know.
yeah,
It's not a forest.
no,
Did you guys have a forest near you at Unionville High School? Like at
uh,
Markville, we had Rimmerville Forest. So it was like actually a pretty big forest. It was like one city block of just a forest.
mm, no.
No.
The only thing I could think of, it's not even a forest, is like people used to go to Sablewood Park in between those like
Oh,
bushes
where
and
the
trees.
fence is? Yeah, right
Yeah,
against the fence.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to chill with Alex Derman.
oh yeah.
Like back in the day, yeah, we used to hang out there.
Um,
I wonder what happened to Alex Stearman.
I don't know.
The guy lived in a really nice house.
Did he? I know I never went to his house.
yeah, me neither.
I don't know, maybe
Alex Stearman? I didn't go inside his house, but I knew where the guy lived.
wasn't he gonna be like a rabbi or something?
I don't know, maybe.
I swear, no, seriously, I swear it's gonna be like a rabbi or something. Like, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know what school he went to after the school that we graduated from.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't even remember. But I remember one story. I was with I'm pretty sure it's almost positive. It's Alex Stearman, Eric, me, and remember the other Jonathan, who lived on my street, Jonathan Suckling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Unionville Festival. Okay, it's Alex Sturman, Eric, me, Jonathan, and Jonathan. Okay, right. And we're in the park behind Parkview. And I remember the first. This is when it was still like grade 9 or something, and I wasn't into anything. And I remember Eric had this frog pipe, uh, and he smoked. And I just remember this one time we were there, and John's like, "Okay, John, this is what you do. You just pretend to do it. You don't actually breathe in. You just pretend to do it, and then immediately pass it off."
Well,
Wow.
I guess you could do that. Did you feel peer pressured into doing it? Or, like, could you just choose not to?
I don't even remember, to be
He was
honest
a
with you.
good kid. Good kid. Like him just telling you to do that. What a good
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
Yeah, that's nice of you.
Like, and I also remember being behind Parkview. Like I remember when Esmond used to raid my house.
Raid
Oh,
your
okay,
house.
that's cool.
It was nothing bad, but he found cigars one day, and then we all took a cigar.
I was there. I was there that same day.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there. I remember that.
And I was just like, Esmond, what the fuck? How'd you find a box of cigars?
Yeah, we were just like bored and we were just walking around, and Ezra was just like, he was like he's sleepwalking. He was just walking in his turn and would be like, "Oh, a box! You know, here's a box."
I also remember one day.
Oh, I'm going to pause
Esmond-
this.
What are we talking about?
So yeah. Well, thank you for listening. I guess this is our time's up. But thank you
This
for
is what we're
listening
talking
again.
about here.
And then just join us next
What?
time for our next episode of
Thank you.
Moo Shu Talk Show. Peace
That's
out,
right.
guys.
Please come back to
wait,
the Moo Shu Talk Show.
Are we the Moo Shu Talk Show or just Moo Shu Talk Show?
We can just be a Moo Shu Talk Show. Welcome